Hello, people who are not me, and welcome back to Mega Man 5. I am Sire Goku. In the last video, I had a horrible display of failures in was it Charge Man and Wave Man stage. So yeah, well, not Charge Man, but mostly Wave Man. But that's fine. I'm not doing this to be I'm not a perfectionist. This is not a perfect run. The only game I've ever perfect run for achievement purposes is Mega Man 10, and we'll get to that someday. Anyway, we have one more Robot Master to take care of, and it's Starman. If he's anything like Starman from Mario, he should be invincible, but he's not. Now, you would have thought that the water stage would have been the stage where you had super high jumping. No, that's Starman's stage, because it's space. Makes sense, I guess. Starting out, we have a meteor shower that you have to deal with. Freaking Genus. And Rita. And, god dang it, Tails. I've got Tails on the mind because I've been playing Zesteria. As well as just recently beating Grace's F, so... Ooh, extra life. Again, Mega Man 5, very generous with the extra lives. What can you do? Anyway, because you have super high jumping, of course there's going to be spikes on the ceiling that you have to deal with. Just... the way the jumping works in this stage is as soon as you let go of the jump button, you're going to start falling back down. So use that... So keep that in mind. If you think you're jumping too high, just immediately let go of the jump button and you'll fall back down and you'll be fine. And god, the extra lives. Everywhere. If 9 wasn't the max right now, I'd probably have like 14. Anyway, we're coming up to the final letter of the game. It's another M. Not other M, but whatever. So down there we see that we have Mega Man 5. What happens when we collect the last M? Well, as long as I don't screw it up like I just did there. Man, my big grand reveal got ruined by that space mech. Anyway. Hold jump, get that, and we have Beat. Once you spell Mega Man 5, you get a new weapon, and it's Beat. And what does Beat do? Well, as soon as you call him, he just kind of randomly pecks at everything on screen until they die. And I do not trust my ability to jump here. So rush jet away! Anyway, Beat. He, like I said before, he just kind of just randomly attacks everything on screen. He's a very helpful bird. It's probably, and this is definitely the best he's ever going to be in the entire series, sadly. He does come back in Mega Man 6, but he's not nearly as useful as he is in Mega Man 5. Anyway, we have this robot here, which is probably the most annoying enemy in the entire game. You can only shoot it in that weird orb thing. I guess it's its eye. And it's a little easier in this game, or in this stage, because of the space jump that you have. But when we see him in a later stage where the gravity is completely normal, he's a lot harder to deal with, trust me. Also, I don't know why this screen is moving up and down. I don't think it... With the gravity, it doesn't really make this move... This would be a lot harder if there wasn't gravity, because... The gravity kind of negates the whole challenge of that room, honestly. Anyway, we got one more little robot there. And we're going to go on to the final boss of the 8 robots. And Starman, let's... Sorry, let's get the water wave. For some reason I couldn't find it. And here's Starman. He has and he's the shield user of this game. The water wave will destroy the Star Crash shield instantly, If he does a high jump, and that's his attack, he'll jump around a little bit, and then he'll launch his Star Crash wave. He's extremely easy. Probably the easiest of the... He's not even probably, he is by far the easiest boss in the game. Maybe if they had done something like they did in Mega Man 2 and put spikes on the ceiling, he would be a little bit more challenging. But as it stands, you could have gone to Starman first and had no trouble whatsoever. Everything about it, from the stage to the boss itself, is ridiculously easy. And for getting through that, we got the Star Crash and the Super Arrow, which is kind of weird. I don't understand the Super Arrow. It's basically an attack that works pretty much the same as the Rush Jet. But anyway, now we can go on to Proto Man's castle. And I should be able to do at least one more stage here. So now we gotta deal with Proto Man. And I freaking love this theme. I also really like the background color. For an NES game, pink it kind of reminds me of playing Kirby's Dream Land 2 on Game Boy Color, actually. For those of you that have played that game and gotten to the final world, you should know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so this is Dark... Well, should I spoil it? No, it's Proto Man's castle, whatever. As most Fortress stages in the series go, you're going to be dealing with everything you've come across all at once. For the majority of this level, it's going to be the tigers from Napalm Man's stage, so if you're not used to fighting them, get used to fighting them now, because you're going to be fighting a lot of them. Taking them out is pretty simple. Again, one charge shot should take care of them, no problem. Let's see. And then you got these enemies here. Simple enough. This is the Super Arrow. Like I said, you can fire it and you can make it it's kind of like the Magnet Beam from Mega Man 1. Or it's like a Nerf dart. That's a perfect example for it. It's a Nerf dart. And it just kind of sticks to things. Now, the problem with it is that when you fire it, it drains the weapon energy really fast. For every second that it's on screen, it's draining weapon energy. So if you're gonna use it, be sparing with it. You can also use it to make some pretty nifty shortcuts that I'm actually going to show off in this level, because I guess it's supposed to, right here, I guess you're supposed to use it. But you can very easily just use a Rush Jet and Rush Coil to get up this wall, so... or just Rush Jet again. But, yeah, I think it's intended for you to use the Super Arrow there. But I never do. Excuse me. I'm talking too much. I think I need to get some water at some point. Anyway. Again, these cannons here. That's not much more to say. Now, here is where I will use the Super Arrow, because you can very, very easily skip over the hardest part of this stage, which is fighting that giant robot there. Yeah, I'm just not going to deal with that. Now, there is a couple of different ways you can go through this. There we go. It's pretty... Usually with disappearing blocks, a lot of people have issues with it, and I can understand why people don't like the disappearing blocks in Mega Man, but really, as long as you just pay attention to the pattern, you have no trouble at all, or you can just do that. Just use a rush coil and get over it. I don't mean get over it as in stop complaining. I'm just saying you can literally just bypass the entire thing by using rush coil. Then we got these enemies here. I don't know what the point of these guys are. They don't do anything other than just circle around you. They don't attack you. If you stand there and do nothing, they eventually just disappear. Or they eventually just kind of float away. I don't get it. I don't know what the point of it is. I've played and beaten this game countless times, and I've never once figured out what they were for. Well, anyway, that's it for the first stage, and we have this tank robot. This robot does not jump at all. What he's going to do is he's just going to very slowly drive at you, and then occasionally shoot at you. And the more you damage him, the faster he gets. But he's weak to the water wave, and I really could have done a much better job at that. But that's okay. I beat him. That's all that matters to me. Let's see, where was I at? No, I'll probably just call that a part. If it's a little bit short, I apologize. But I'm not sure how long I've been recording, so in the next video, we will continue through Proto Man's Castle in Stage 2. See you guys then.